the Kings still feel there is no one that can beat them in tag team competition.
Until somebody takes the belts away from them, it's true. If Generation Me can win this non-title matchup, it would mean big things for their future here in ROH, perhaps a shot at the championships if they return in the near future.
Well, Claudio tagged Chris Hero, and Max Buck was smart enough to find his way back to his own corner.
Roman knuckle lock instead of utilizing his height with a Greco-Roman knuckle lock that tests his strength right there, took him off his feet, but Max Buck coming up with the wrist lock.
Hero loves to show the technique, and he loves to show the European style, the Japanese style, and how worldly he truly is. And he takedown to Max Buck, who's got to keep away from the power of Hero. Got to keep out of the reach of the elbows. Got to hit and run. And Buck able to reverse the wrist lock. But he needs to open this matchup up if he hopes for success. He's able to send Hero back to his corner and tag in Jeremy Buck, who cinched in a side headlock, but headlock not very effective with a man that tall. And it's Hero now in control of Jeremy.
Already starting to throw some elbows for us. Generation Me here tonight. Claudio Castagnoli on the second. Some damage himself.
Well, the King's going to use this as simply an opportunity to show off and to showcase what they bring to the table and how dominant they truly are. And you cannot argue with the success they've had. They have dominated this tag team scene for 4 months now and counting. But I think the Kings see Generation Me as technically a couple of outsiders right now coming back into Ring of Honor. And the Kings want to prove their status, not just the best in Ring of Honor, but best in the world.
Castagnoli steps over off the ropes. He comes for the arm drag. Impressive right there from Jeremy Buck, able to take someone the size of Castagnoli over with the arm.
It's a great leverage move. Claudio, slightly taller than Hero, but both Hero and Claudio just towering over both of their opponents. Very physical presence, not to mention the presence of Hagedorn and Del Rey on the outside.
There for motivation. Shane Hagedorn trying to not think about the decision that Davey Richards made just a few moments ago and focus on the business at hand this particular night.
I think Hagedorn's more focused on that percentage of Davey Richards' paycheck is still coming his way. And both Kings on the outside right now. And Claudio baited in Max, and Hero connected with a forearm.
That was tremendous. He just hopped off the apron, had the attention of Max Buck, and he was in the wrong part of town. Chris Hero landing a shot, and that gives the Kings the advantage. Well, did for the moment. Knees in the back of Chris Hero.
And let's look at the Tag War bracket so far. Let's look at the Embassy, the Briscoes, the All Night Express, Colt Cabana, El Generico, so many others, the Bravados, the Dark City Fight Club. Are there any of these teams that you think the Kings of Wrestling sweat?
No. The answer is no. They are the best tag team in the world today, and they'll step in the ring against anybody who's worthy of a tag team.
Max gets a 2 count. Perhaps the better question here is, are there any tag teams the Kings should be sweating, whether they are or not? I look at the Embassy, I look at Colt and Generico, I especially look at the Briscoes as major threats that the Kings have to have in the back of their mind, win or lose here tonight. And Generation Me open up a great double drop kick as Jeremy now covers Hero for 2. And Generation Me looking very good right now against a very dominant team.
All of the tag teams that you mentioned are experienced duos and threats in professional wrestling in general. It's why the Ring of Honor Tag Team Division is one of the great things about this company. We always have new tag teams coming in trying to enter the mix and establish themselves as well. Like I said, very confident the Kings of Wrestling are in their own ability. And it seems like they get better and better with every outing. And right now they do have the advantage on the Generation Me duo, Max and Jeremy.
Well, Generation Me quickened the tempo for a couple of moments, but Claudio bringing a much more methodical, much more ground-based approach to this matchup right now. Now elevates with a drop kick.
Standing drop kick.
Beautifully done. I don't know if I've ever seen Claudio or Hero make a true mistake in competition. Jeremy trying to fight his way free. Tag back into Max. And Max just unloading in the corner.
I don't know if that's going to do much damage to Claudio Castagnoli. Look at the abdominal development.
Very well put together. But you got to do what you can. I mean, how do you weaken Claudio? You got to create a weakness.
Kind of hard to weaken him when he seemingly has no weaknesses.
Exactly. You have to create one. Claudio, he's so well put together. He's so large. He's so focused. He's so skilled. And it's going to take those double team maneuvers of Generation Me. But look at Hero. Hero could sense a lateral press coming, and before any danger, got involved.
He's right on the ball, saving his partner before the Bucks could even go for the cover. Monkey flip right there on Claudio, but almost launching him into his own corner right there. Potentially make a tag.
Another great leverage maneuver, but letting Claudio dangerously close to Hero. Claudio not making a tag yet, and I believe that's why.
He's caught him.
Max Buck slips out the back door. O'Connor roll.
And he's going to pay the price for it. Drops him back first across the knee.
And Paul Turner says there's been a tag. So quick, even I missed it. But apparently Hero now the legal man.
See, that's how good they are.
Slam senton combination. It's Max on the receiving end.
Hero just standing over it, contemplating his next move.
Hero's enjoying himself.
Into the cravat he goes. Knee strikes now. Hero in the best condition of his career. He's really been hitting weight.
And this is just straight out punishment at this point from the Kings of Wrestling. Muscle Max Buck back to the corner. Right into the waiting area where Hagedorn and Del Rey can slip in their insults as well.
Giving Claudio some time to pose.
Bad enough to be on the losing end of this matchup to have someone like Hagedorn yelling in your ear the whole time. Make it unbearable.
Softening up the neck of Max Buck right here, twisting away on the head. For him to go, he's trying to relieve the pressure, but so powerful, Claudio, that grip.
And again, Claudio just grounding the aerially inclined Buck. Takes him down with a huge hip lock for 2. And notice as soon as Buck kicks out, Claudio grabs a hold of the hair. Will not let Max Buck slip away for a tag or to create some fast-paced offense.
Claudio used to have long hair too. Decided to cut it because he didn't want people to grab it.
The double boot. Hero to a no. Claudio does have that semblance of a mohawk right there.
Yes. He's still using his head blade on the other parts of his head.
Hero grabbing onto Buck. Another frequent tag to Claudio. Back and forth are the Kings in their exchanges. Max Buck attacked from all sides. Able to push away. Get the tag to Jeremy, but Hero was right there.
That was tremendous. Chris Hero just measured him, took out his feet from underneath, and head first to the edge of the ring frame went Jeremy Buck. While Claudio continues to dish out the punishment on Max inside the ring.
And you can see the velocity in which Hero charged at Jeremy Buck. Buck's legs taken completely out from under him. Not for the apron, Jeremy probably would have landed head first on the floor. That's the power Chris Hero possesses.
Why every tag team would love to have a title match against those two men. You know, even if you're one of these tag teams, you have a cover, broken up. Even if you're one of these great tag teams, you deserve a shot. against Hero and Castagnoli. That's like, do you really want to be the guy that gets your legs kicked out from underneath you and you land head first on the edge of the ring frame? Not really. It's not really something to aspire to achieve in professional wrestling.
Well, I know Jay and Mark Briscoe wouldn't mind sacrificing that to get one more go-round with the Kings, and the Queen involves herself as well.
Yeah. Referee out of position, didn't see it.
Jeremy Buck saw it, though, and he's trying to do something about it, but the manipulation of both Jeremy and the official continues.
He's taking turns dishing out punishment to Max Buck. Claudio Castagnoli with the chin lock and more pressure on the neck, twisting the head.
Max Buck has been completely just smothered since he's been in this ring by Hero and Claudio. Their slow, methodical, ground-based approach.
I'm sure that Generation Me would have loved for this match to be all fast-paced or high-flying, double team work. They've had no chance to utilize it during this match because the Kings have grounded them.
They're completely out of the ring. That's for sure. And Claudio going to keep it that way, at least attempt to. Watch Max Buck, victory roll, and right into the tag. Jeremy Buck is in. The drop kick. And Jeremy takes Hero off the apron now. A bit of karma for Hero. And Jeremy leverages over Claudio. Claudio reverses.
But Chris Hero grabbing hold of the foot right there.
And the beautiful agility of Jeremy in one singular motion slips to the outside and takes out Hero. Perhaps much the same for Claudio upcoming. Hurricanrana. The pace is quickened. Jeremy can move. He can use leverage. It's what he needed.
But Claudio caught him.
And he's down. Claudio's down. And Claudio gets the right shoulder up.
Taking issue with Paul Turner's count there, Jeremy Buck.
It's the best Generation Me has looked in this entire contest, maybe the entire weekend. They've got to keep this going. But Claudio, elevated counter to sunset flip.
Can he get him over?
That's a lot of weight to transfer down, and Claudio.
Oh, what strength!
Just dropped Jeremy on his head. Again, one singular motion from the floor, overhead. Down went Jeremy Buck.
In comes Hero. Measures in for the leaping forearm in the corner.
But Jeremy Buck, Hero's going in for the kill now. You can tell with the elbow strikes. Hero has got to do anything he can to slow down Jeremy Buck. And he gets a near fall situation right there. But Buck has been dazed as a result of those two rapid fire elbow strikes, and that allows Hero to go back into his comfort zone.
Trying to get him up, maybe for that Liger bomb. Down to one knee goes Buck. Trying to block. Combination of elbow strikes from Hero, that young knockout kid. Now going for the Liger bomb. Can he get it?
Jeremy counters. Hero hits face first into the second turnbuckle. And Jeremy now trying to get the Max.
Tag is made. But Hero gets the boot up as he charged into the corner.
Hero was waiting. But Max responds in kind. From the top.
Hero blocks the attempt.
Up and down, Asai DDT. Kicks off Claudio as well. But Claudio with a straight deadlift. Countered by Jeremy. Backflip super kick combo. Max held him while Jeremy kicked. And Claudio planted face first.
Rolls out to the floor.
We have a faster tempo. We have a Hilo to the outside. Generation Me in control at the moment. But in the ring.
Rolling elbow.
Hero. No near fall.
Into the barricade goes Jeremy Buck. Courtesy of Claudio on the floor.
This match has broken down. The Kings are losing control, but are desperately. You can sense the desperation as they try to keep the Bucks suppressed.
They have control right now. There's the tag. Claudio, the legal man.
Claudio, something in mind.
Right to the back of the neck. European uppercut. Cover.
near fall, such a debilitating maneuver. Claudio with the delayed suplex, lets the blood rush to the head. That throws off the equilibrium. Hero comes in from behind with the elbow. Claudio with the exclamation point. And at that point, you're completely out of it.
And now the big swing here from Claudio. We're on Chris.
Hero with a low drop kick. Would help win them. The tag titles retain the tag titles of Toronto, but Jeremy Buck with a Hurricane Rana almost got the pin. And you see Hagler on the outside having anxious moment after anxious moment himself. It does not look good to lose a non-title match when you are a World Tag Champion.
Haven't lost yet. Nice European.
Perfect form. And now the UFO.
No hands.
We want to talk about dizzying, loss of equilibrium. It continues, but not enough.
The Kings getting on the same page. So we see the KRS-One. Now Hero out to the apron. There's the tag, getting Hero as the legal wrestler. Here we go. We're going to finish him off.
Save made, and the Kings collided. Reversal by Hero. Jeremy got caught, Max didn't, but Jeremy accidentally striking Max. Hero with a roaring elbow, Claudio drops Buck, the pin to Jeremy, no! Near fall again. The Kings pulling out off stop there, both Bucks neutralized, but not enough.
Perhaps the KRS-One will do the trick to earn the Kings victory.
But can they set it up? The first attempt was unsuccessful.
The tag, Max Buck, the legal man for Generation Me.
Springs up Hero to eliminate Claudio. Can Max put Hero away before Claudio recovers?
Double teamwork coming up from Generation Me. 450, right across the midsection.
Elevated 450. That's tough to elevate Hero's body. And it almost got the job done. What that does is you have the impact of the body of Buck, but also Hero comes down more so on his head at an awkward angle for being elevated.
Fans here in Chicago witnessing why Ring of Honor has such a fantastic tag team division.
And this could be more bang for your buck.
Knees up into the midsection.
And Claudio right there catching Max in midair.
What strength by Castagnoli.
Amazing.
Close up European. Not going for the cover.
Only one way to go from here.
KRS-One. They get it!
They get it, and they've got it. Kings reign supreme again.
Here are your winners, the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, the Kings of Wrestling.
All remaining teams in Tag Wars 2010 should have been taking note and watching. That is what the Kings are that is what they are up against with the Kings. They survived Generation Me, a completely different style, completely different mindset, a threat from outside Ring of Honor, but they still were victorious, and they are ready to defend against any and all eventual top contenders in Ring of Honor as Tag Wars continues.